Human beings, will have these problems because of scientific technique. Even though we can get maximum productivity, maximum efficiency by using scientific technique. अल्पलित निष्पादने इतिहास आलोचने करून करे और अल्पलित निष्पादने में एवढा अनुभव प्रकारचे अल्पलित निष्पादन अतिविशाल वाक्य निष्पादने वेगळी आस्ती अतिविशाल वाक्य अडवेला. There are many advantages if we use scientific technique, but unfortunately all these jobs are done by humans, not non-humans. Ultimately, after doing a certain specialized job for a long period of time, the person will have then fatigue came out, fatigue. What do I mean by fatigue? Fatigue and tiredness. After doing this lecture, I will get tired. I will never get fatigued. So far, I will get fatigued. Thanks to my mother, thanks to God, also thanks to myself. I will not get fatigued. Normally, after lecturing for many hours, I will get tired. I will become tired. So tiredness is different from fatigue. And tiredness kal gaya मान से नहीं गए सामान्य पैसे का निकालने के बाद जैसा हमारे निंदा ग्राफ का है ना फटीग के लगे ने लास्ट का ना खुद निंदा करते समाला आ गया. So you have many days to rest, to recover from fatigue. That's a serious problem. That's a serious problem. Now go to hospitals, so many people you will see, they are suffering from fatigue. They are not people of tiredness. They are people of fatigue. Especially there are many people who go to say mental doctors. One reason is this: fatigue. Right. ऐसा आपने अनेक methods अनेक methods so मैंने में fast road विष्णु started. So we have to learn different other techniques of job design. They will give some solutions to remove these disadvantages. Right. Technique 2. Job enlarge. Job enlarge. In single it is called Rakya Vistaran. Job enlarge. Alternatively, this is called horizontal loading. Horizontal load. Horizontal load. Here, you have to learn one concept here. Scope of the job. There are two concepts in this context. Scope of the job. One concept, the other one is depth of the job. Depth of the job. Not depth. Depth of the job. Depth ke lage Yamruba. That is deepness. Scope ke lage Vishay Pate. Scope. So then, scope means in simple content of the job. Content or contents of the job. यहाँ क्या अंतर करते हैं तमाम scope में क्या? Then what is depth? Depth means the authority for planning and control. The authority for planning and control. Authority for planning and control. Authority for planning and control. That is depth, deepness. Right. Under job enlargement, we deal with job scope. We don't deal with job depth. So therefore, under job enlargement, we deal with only scope of the job. So what does it mean? Simply we increase the content of the job. Then the job will get enlarged, expanded. So therefore, job enlargement is a job design technique that involves increasing new duties or adding new duties, increasing the content or adding new duties to the content of all duties. But remember, these new duties should be related. These new duties should be related. Unrelated duties are not added because the employee may not be able to perform. For example, assume one example. Look at this. Here example. This is an example from a university which you can understand easily. Job enlargement. Before job enlargement, the job has 3 duties. What are they? Teaching the course principles of management. Second duty, teaching the course principles of HR. Third one, teaching module strategy implementation. Module is a part of one course. It's not a big subject, it's a part of one subject, module. Right. Then that is before enlargement. Then after enlargement, this was added. This was the added thing. This one. This was added. What is that? Teaching course, organizational base. Now the job has been expanded. Job has been expanded. So normally a teacher who specializes in these subjects can teach all. But if we had, say, mathematics or music or dancing, so more likely the teacher cannot do it because it is irrelevant. The teacher doesn't have that ability to teach. It is hard. The current rule duties nama deva, nama save current Save current very deva, current very again must know. Nakulo prior. Current then after save copy, current no at me already, current then alone machine current. And then we have to do a train. We have to do a train. So that the person will have that ability. They understand. Right, after job enlargement. The main विशेषण में ना boredom monotony boredom के नहीं कर इन ना boredom के repetition एक बार देख करने के the whole thing keep happening. So therefore the boredom, this will address to boredom, this will address to monotony. Then more likely this will address to fatigue. Right. Then third technique. Job enrichment. Job enrichment. Job enlargement. Job enrichment. Under this, we don't do anything relevant to the scope of the job. Under this, we deal with depth of the job. Depth of the job. So therefore, under job enrichment, we don't do anything relevant to scope. We deal with the depth of the job. So that means we increase the autonomy for planning and control. Autonomy or authority. Or autonomy, we can say autonomy of अधिकारी, autonomy, the authority here is authority. Right. So then the planning and control. one job, salesman. Salesman, Vikrumka. Let's take one job, salesman. And the sales manager. Okay, this is sales manager. Sales manager. This is salesman. Or salesperson. Today salesman, that means is more male-oriented. So anyway, salesperson or salesman. Right. So then the sales manager. This is the job of salesman. In the context of this concept, the job is composed of basically three things. One is doing the job. Before doing, one is planning the job. Then doing the job. Then controlling the job. The one of the job got better than up there. Got the mind, Emma Salasunke. And then now Emma Kiri. And then now Emma Pali. So then planning the job, doing the job, and controlling the job. There are three things under this job enrichment. So the three things. So salesman usually. Salesman, I am talking about salesman job. Here I am talking about sales manager's job. Focus on salesman job. Right. So as far as salesman job is concerned, the salesman does not do planning of his job. Also does not do controlling of job. Planning and controlling are not done by the salesman. They are done by the sales manager. The only salesman does doing part, this part. Doing. Therefore, salesman here is only a doer, not a plan, not a control. The planning of the job the planning, organizing, so you have learned many, you have learned general management functions. So what is planning? Basically what is planning? Planning can? Well, planning can plan is the job. Planning can मुकाबला कराने, कवात कराने, कोई नहीं कराने, कोई भी नहीं कराने के लिए तीर रहेगा. That is planning. और तीर रहेगा और क्या है? क्या planning model लिखने का नहीं. This will never get changed. This is relevant to anything. If you are supposed to do planning, basically you have to answer several questions. What to do, when to do, how to do, who should do, where to do. So getting answers for these questions, of course, comes under planning. So then the right plan. Then salesman so what are the goods to solve? Then कोई दाले भी करने मात्र district के बलम district के ना कोई बुकुला तो दापने नहीं होते. So where to sell? Then how to sell? What are the techniques of selling that? If I am the salesman, I have to use. All these things are decided by targets also. How many units I should sell per day? All these things are decided by the salesman, not by the salesman. I will not plan. Plan is done by the salesman. Now doing that, of course, targets are all these things are done by the sales, not by the salesman. Are they controlling? What is controlling? Controlling it. You are taking your body. Controlling it, one of them controlling it, what is it? We have to keep our deal and trade out there. How many times? What is control? Basically, what is control? You have to measure what you have done. Then you have to, why do we measure? To know the success, degree of success, or what you have done. You have to measure what you have done, then you have to compare what you have done with what you were supposed to do. What you were supposed to do here, plan it. What you have done here, actual performance. Planning is what? Plan performance, expected performance. Then you have to measure actual performance, then you have to compare actual performance with planned performance. Then you have to find out gaps, variances. Then you have to find out reasons for variance. It was to be better, to remove weakness. These things, remedial actions we will do. All these things come under plan, under control. So here salesman, the controlling is done by the sales manager, not by the sales. Other major keyword this job is not enriched. Now how to make this job enriched? Remember क्या क्वेश्चन है कराने कैसे? क्या क्वेश्चन है जब enrichment है? Simply, what we have to do is we have to increase or we have to create and increase what? Autonomy for planning and control. Autonomy for planning and control. So if we give authority to plan and authority to control to salesman, then the salesman job will become enriched. Are there ever jobs keep again that way? Again, Rakia was Rasul Garant Pulam, Rakia Pale Garant Pulam, Rakia Common Karataway, Command Rakia. Now Salasum Karaka, Pale Karaka, Dikamba, was Punamatia, Rakia, Jagakarita. And think of two jobs which have been enriched. So that means the job holder can do all the three: planning, doing, and control. Can you think of two jobs? Take my job. Good example. So normally senior lecturer and above. Jobs are enriched. The professor's job, of course, is 100% enriched. So then no need to talk about senior job. So then highly enriched. What does it mean? Take myself. I am the person who decides syllabus. I am the person who changes syllabus. I am the person who teaches. I am the person who sets the question paper. I am the person who does paper marking. I am the person who releases the research. So therefore, also I am the person who measures the success of my job. That means my job has been highly enriched. I am a planner, I am a doer, also I am a control. Now you think of another job like ENT specialist, a specialist, medical specialist who deals with diseases relevant to nose, eyes and ears. ENT specialist. Can I ask the color? Highly enriched. The operation who is going to plan that operation? That's not the director of medical affairs, not the minister of health, not the president of Sri Lanka. They can't do. Maybe they might do, but they can't. Then, who is doing the operation? The surgeon, relevant surgeon. Then who is going to assess the success of that surgeon? That surgeon. Then make a operation, then all these things can be done by the surgeon himself or herself. Therefore, surgeon is a planner, doer, and controller. Therefore, the surgeon's job is a highly enriched job. Never jobs can. But with about them, advanced level teacher, think of your advanced level teacher. You have several advanced level teachers. Think of one teacher who taught one subject, say accountant or business studies. Who set the A-level syllabus? Not your teacher. Who made changes to your A-level syllabus? Not your teacher. Who set the question paper? Not your teacher. Who did moderating of your question paper? Not your teacher. Who answered your answer, or who checked and examined your answer script? Not your teacher. Who released the results? Not your teacher. Then what did your teacher do? Your teacher did teaching accountancy to you, not by another who set the question, not by another person who examined your answers. And therefore, your teacher was a doer. Your teacher was not a parent. Your teacher was not a control. Understand? Then your teacher's job is not ended. Not ended. Likewise, now my next question, did you understand the concept of job ended? Let me show you a figure in my book. This is the same thing. Before enrichment, after enrichment. Right. Then you do good jobs or what jobs that's the enrichment question. All people are not doing big jobs, very important jobs. There are many people who do low job, low level job, moderate level job. That is the really right. Then I have one question for you. Is it possible to enrich any job? Whether it is a low level job, or moderate level job, or high level job. Is it possible to enrich any job? Well, my question. Owner job bega portion ekal hai. Part rakyawat ko, madhyam rakyawat ko, usas rakyawat. Remember, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Enrichment is not relevant to only big job, higher job. It is relevant to any job. Any job can be made enriched. Right, now example. And cleaner, take the job of clean. Take the job of clean. Very low level job. Perhaps the lowest in an organization. According to the organizational hierarchy. And can we enrich the cleaner job? Can. So basically it is not enriched. That way again cleaner forgot the current so I am the manager who uses clean. So I do planning of the cleaner job, I do controlling of the cleaner job. Only cleaner does only cleaning. And so now I am going to enrich that cleaner job. How? So I will hold the clean. Then I will tell, right, you are my clean. So you are the person, who gives who gives the right appearance to my thing. So that our customers, will be happy. Our customers will be happy. So then I will call the person and tell them, you are doing a very good job. You are doing an important job. I will give you this amount of detergent. I will give you these tools for your cleaning. But I am not going to tell you where to clean, when to clean, how to clean. You decide. Because you are the expert of cleaning. I am not the expert in cleaning. You decide how to clean. What building you have to first do cleaning. Then the second building to do cleaning, you have to decide. Do it. Then how to do cleaning, maybe technique A or technique B or technique C. There are several techniques of cleaning. Even there are several techniques you can use to clean the glass. You know, if you take that glass, there are several techniques of cleaning that glass. Horizontally, vertically, and there are several methods. So then use your technique. I'm not going to tell you. Also, after doing, check whether you have done a good job. Ask from your customer, our customer, whether they are happy about cleanliness, about the surrounding, whether they have faced any dust or uncomfortable situations. That's, in that way we can help you. Don't talk. Sorry. Anything so the Momentary record card it is university required. So anyway, this is not for my work, it is for the university purpose. And there are people who have decided to do this. Right. I have listening to me. Ilaga dawasi criminal mate okko visarane. Ganna mate mili basare. Because there are many students who are clean or very keen. Clean and keen. Clean, forget about cleaning. Keen. Being keen. So being keen is needed. Being keen is needed. So if you have questions now, okay, you can raise. But still we can, There is a saying called lessons painfully learned are forever remembered. Lessons painfully learned are forever remembered. And Vedana Kari Iganaganima Sadama. Okay, then next technique, job rotation. Simply job rotation involves shifting or moving the employee from one job to another. So then we don't increase the scope of the job. We don't increase the depth of the job. Simply what we do is to transfer the employee from one place to another, from one job to another. That is called job rotation. This will address the problem of monotony, the problem of fatigue, the problem of boredom. Job rotation. This is an example. This is an example. Take one job keeper here. Storekeeper. Here we have a storekeeper. So after 1 year, we can move this person to this, to work as computer assistant. Then after another year, to work as an accounts assistant. Then after some time, we can move that person to this job, then who has to work as the clerk. Then after maybe 2 years, or after 3 years, so as soon for one movement, we will have 1 year, then after 4 years. Then after 4 years, the person will be able to perform 4 jobs. The person will have multi-skilling, not multi-killing. Multi-skilling. So that job rotation gives advantages to the employer, also to the employee. So we have no time to discuss all these things. So one advantage to the employer is this. So assume today storekeeper, Mrs. Sriyani is absent. Mr. Pereira is working who is computer assistant. Then we can ask that person to do something relevant to the job of stocking, if there is a need, say for 1 hour today. That advantage the employee can get. Because the employee can do all the work. So when one is absent, the other person can do the work of that absentee. Right, job rotation. Then next, another technique. Professional technique. Professional technique. So there are certain professions. So what are the professions in Sri Lanka? Accountant, law. So if you take law is one profession, accounting is another profession, the teaching is another profession. So likewise there are certain professions. Here what we do is we design a job according to what that particular profession prescribes. क्या ऑफिस से प्रोफेशन देगा केला देना आ रहा है अकाउंटिंग प्रोफेशन है अकाउंटेंट के मैंने में अकाउंटेंट की जॉब पे मैंने में आके ग्राफिक कराने में बात के लिए में केला दे फॉलो कर ले जॉब पे का अब आप तो assume that the professional institute of accounting has decided the job the accountant job of accountant so as to have 10 duties then simply we take those 10 duties, put them into one job and give the label cost of account. Simply we follow what the relevant profession has prescribed, what is recommended. So everybody is the profession that came with them have to work up with. Kalpana karanga only. Ek duties are going to make no need. So one advantage is what? There are people, there are people who got professional qualifications from those professional institutions. Then easily we can employ them. Then they can perform. They know their jobs. Because they got that training, they got that education. But there is a disadvantage, at least one disadvantage. Of course, more than one disadvantage. Let us take one major disadvantage. Normally these people, who are professionally qualified, they are more loyal to the profession rather than loyal to the employer. Rather than loyal to the employer. Now, accountant get a post now administrative administration chief executive बड़ा है minimum administration के लिए करने मुद्दा नहीं ऐसा मांगिया ओवर है उतना minimum administration part है medical class dan मेरा उसका मामला भी तो वो मिला प्रोग्राम मगर you have relaxed you have no happiness to assume those things because you consider them as irrelevant they are not coming under the job so-called job of account बाकला मगर ये तो बात का देखा है अयो इधर मगर अभी जब पे कर रहा मैं नहीं ये बात है अभी जब ट्रांसपोर्ट बैठे करने के लिए पड़ता सत्य के लिए ट्रांसपोर्ट के बड़ा you don't like because administration of transport doesn't usually come under account that disadvantage is possible. Okay, professional technique. Then the last technique I'm going to talk today. Group technique. Group technique. Here what we do is we design the job so that a team will perform that. Not one individual, not one employee. Therefore, the utilization of this technique will result in creating A job that is not individual. That is a job which has to be performed by a team or by a group, by several teams, not by one person. So therefore this is alternatively called team approach. Here there is no difference between a team and a group. දැන් එහෙම සමහර රැකියා තියෙනවා කණ්ඩායමක් කියලා කරන්නේ. ඒතකොට කණ්ඩායමෙන් තමයි වැඩේ කරන්නේ. කණ්ඩායමෙන් තමයි ඔක්කොම ඒවල රාජකාරී කරන්නේ. ඒතකොට වැඩියලු සමහර කෙනෙක් වැඩියෙන් කොහොමද කොහොමද ඒ කොහොමද වැඩේ කරන්නේ. The team work has to be done. Assume within the team there are 4 people. One person may do less, another person may do more. But anyhow, ultimately, the entire teamwork has to be performed in the expected way. Right. Again, Japan, in Korean situations, mostly many jobs have been designed by using group technique. Right. Then finally, then I will take another 10 minutes. Of course, I cannot finish. Okay, I will take another 10 minutes. Right. So normally, they will have a pass the Jason and according to master timetable. So normally after 10 you don't have. Because after 10 there is a time for meetings of university. University teachers have to conduct various meetings. Right, anyway, all these things right. So let me, next section, elements of job design. Let me finish that and then after finishing I will stop the class. Elements of job design. Elements of job design. Right. Elements of job design. Basically, there are two elements, two types of elements, not two elements, two types of elements. Efficiency elements and behavioral elements. Efficiency elements and behavioral elements. Under efficiency elements, there are 3. Under efficiency elements, there are 3. First one, division of labor. Second one, specialization. Second one, specialization. Third one, standardization. Standardization. D-A-R-D-I, standardization. Standardization will be the correct. Then under behavioral elements, there are 5. Under behavioral elements, there are 5. There might be more than 5, but we are going to learn 5. Behavioral elements. First one we call autonomy. First one, autonomy. Second one, task identity. Third one, task variety. Fourth one, task significance. Task significance. Task significance. Fifth one, feedback. 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 Those are the 5 clear elements. Autonomy, task identity or normal, okay, task identity, it's okay, task variety, task identity, task significance, feedback. Now let me define each to a certain way. So division of labor, you know, therefore I'm not going to talk about it. What happens at division of labor? One certain task, okay, certain major work, we have to group into several parts, and then we have to employ several people. Division of labor. Then specialization. One person concentrates on one thing, one specific thing. Then that person will get that expertise. विशेषज्ञ भाव इलाका लेकिन कब देते विशेषीकरण ये भी बात लमेना साल प्रयोजन ये भी बात विशेषज्ञ निपुणता है that is called expertise or expert type. Right. Then standardization. Standardization के लिए what is standardization? मुंदम क्रमे होगा we have to find out the best method of doing something. Best method of doing something, best method of teaching, or best method of producing a certain good. Then we have, after finding out the best method, we have to implement it after accepting it. We have to accept it, then we have to implement it. Standardization. There are many rules and regulations we have to follow under standardization. Also, you will have to learn these things on operation management. That is a subject called operation management. By using time studies, by using motion studies, by using work measurements, we have to identify best methods of doing something. In fact, the best method of doing something. Then after finding out that the best method, we have to accept it, then we have to implement it for a longer period. Until we make significant changes, we follow. We follow. Right, standardizing. Remember, right, these elements, division of labor, specialization and standardization, they focus on efficiency. They focus on productivity. Therefore, because of these elements, we want to achieve productivity. Therefore, we think of the employer, not the employee. These elements are concerned with employer's objective, that is productivity. So mainly productivity, by improving productivity, getting maximum profit. Okay, then I think I will stop now.